What's going on, guys? It's Zeus and welcome back to the channel. And what I have for you guys today is my official Modern Warfare 3 beta review. I did the same thing last year with Modern Warfare 2's beta, and I will say with this game alone, I definitely have way less things to complain about than I did in that review. So the first thing I really want to get into is I can wholeheartedly say after playing both weekends of the beta that Call of Duty is back in full form. And I say that because this game is everything everyone missed during Modern Warfare 2's life cycle. And I've already said it multiple times. I've said it on stream, and I've said it to a lot of my friends, and they kind of agree with me. I feel like this game, in just the beta stage, is more complete than Modern Warfare 2 is at its current state. And I know a lot of people look at me like, what? Like, what is this guy talking about? Zeus, you are absolutely crazy for thinking that this is just a beta. But I genuinely feel like this game is more complete than Modern Warfare 2 is, for the reason that the game feels great. Now, one of the only problems is the packet burst problem has come back and has returned for Modern Warfare 2, but that's just a server problem. I don't think it's an internet problem. I do have fiber, so I'm not trying to flex, but I do have fiber. That's not too crazy. So I'm constantly on an 8 ping, sometimes 20, but I'm still getting the packet burst, which is a little bit annoying at the very beginning of games, but it does go away after a little bit, which I am glad that does happen, because sometimes in Modern Warfare 2, sometimes it feels the entire game I have packet burst, and it is not very fun, so I really hope that's a problem that does get figured out over time, and by the time the game launches. So here's some things that I really enjoyed about the beta. The movement is back. Having movement in Call of Duty, I was hating on it at first, the whole slide canceling thing. I was happy it was got on Modern Warfare 2, but through Modern Warfare 2's life cycle, through competitive, through pubs, literally through everything with the game, it always felt like something was missing, and that was movement. The only really movement techniques we had in Modern Warfare 2 was dolphin diving and snaking. There was a couple other things mixed in, but a lot of those got fixed. So snaking really was like the only movement thing you could do, I guess, in Modern Warfare 2, which kind of got old after a while because like everyone's snaking, people know how to do it. It gets annoying to go up against it. Now we have slide canceling back, we have reload canceling back. We have so many things that we've been missing for over a year now since Vanguard that honestly I miss, and I'm kind of happy it's back. I'm sure a lot of people are happy that it is back. I know it's been a big thing all over social media and people's videos and what people are saying about the game, that it just feels good. It's nice and fluid. Like the movement is so smooth. For some reason, it feels like every year that they add this type of movement back to the game, it just gets smoother and smoother and smoother as time goes on, which is amazing to me. And they also even decreased the slide to standing time even more for the weekend 2 of the beta. Sledgehammer, thank you guys so much. I know Sledgehammer gets a lot of hate, and I am one of them at times. I will not lie, especially with their track record, but they are doing a solid job with this game. And one good thing about Sledgehammer is if there's a problem and if enough of the community talk about it, they fix it. They fixed Battle Rage the first weekend of the beta. The first day, I'm pretty sure, that the beta was out for PlayStation the first weekend. Because if you guys remember, if you guys did play at that time, I'm sure you guys have seen it. Battle Rage was so overpowered because they changed it back to not even back. They changed it to a tactical instead of a field upgrade, which felt a little bit weird having that in your back pocket to use kind of like a flash or a stun, and it was just busted. Like, people were just tanking mags of bullets, but then they went in and nerfed it, and ever since then, I've seen less people using it, and people that have been using it, I have been able to kill them way easier than I was before. And once again, I thank Sledgehammer for that, for communicating with us all these problems they know that are having, and it just feels good to be back. Second thing I'd like to talk about is, it didn't happen to me, but I heard happened to a lot of people throughout Reddit, throughout Twitter, the false bans. I have seen and heard about false bans that have been going around. So people haven't even played the beta yet. They load in, their account says permaban, but they're allowed to play Modern Warfare 2 every other game just fine on their Activision account, and the beta is not accessible to them because they got permabanned. And then they'll check. Some people even check their appeal of ban on Activision's official website where you can, check to see when you're banned, if you're shadowed. It just says no ban detected. So if there's no ban detected, why are they banned from playing the beta? I don't understand that, and I really hope that it's just a beta ban, and by the time the game actually releases, it will not be a problem. Now, another problem that I do kind of want to get into is there's just something off about some of the way the guns are hitting, and I know it's a longer TTK, but it feels like some guns are just way more overpowered than any other gun. Per se, the Striker and the ACR are obviously the two best weapons in the game. I just wish there was a way for all these guns to be balanced. I feel like every gun can be good, just like in any Call of Duty, if just everything was right with them. I feel like weapons do need some tweaking, some nerfs, some buffs do need to happen. And then I think we'll be in a perfect state. I know it's never going to happen. It's what we've been asking for years, is proper weapon balancing. But we're just going to have to see as time goes on what really happens to the meta shift here, especially with all the Modern Warfare 2 weapons getting added to the game. I do feel like a lot of the Modern Warfare 2 weapons will not excel as much in this game, which I am worried about. Now, I get a lot of people arguing of, well, those are old game weapons. You should be using the new game's weapons. But there's supposed to be that variety. You know, having Modern Warfare 2 guns in Modern Warfare 3, just having all these different weapons you could choose from, and just some of them being weaker than the other. I hope that doesn't happen, but I feel like it will. We'll have to wait till relaunch on November 10th to find out. But other than that, the weapons feel great. The guns feel amazing. Just the way they fire, just the way they feel as you're shooting them. The gun plays good. And that's something that has been like good over the past few years, even with the bad Call of Duties we had, like Vanguard and Modern Warfare 2019. The gunplay has always felt good. There's something good with it. But at the same time, just the TTKs, I like the TTK personally. I've seen a lot of people complaining about it. You got to hit your shots, get over it, get good. I know it's a very cringe thing to say, but I am saying it anyways. That's honestly really it for complaints, other than some people complaining that, which I do feel bad for, in the beta, some attachments were locked. Some of the best attachments for guns were locked behind the Vault Edition. Now, I purchased the Vault Edition, as I do every year. I know I get a lot of flack for, like, why are you spending that much for a Call of Duty game? It's going to be the same game. Well, you know, I kind of like having the cool outfits and the skins and the weapon blueprints and everything. That's just how I am. That's how I have been for a couple years now. I don't know if you guys heard that a car just sped by my house. I hate that shit. But I don't think that should be a thing in the beta. I think in the beta, every single attachment should be able to be obtained the way that, so it doesn't feel like somebody has an advantage over you no matter what. And I will say, still, again, this year, I'm still not the biggest fan of the weapon leveling system. I think I was positive about it in my last beta review for Modern Warfare 2, but now after going through a year of Modern Warfare 2 with it, and then now dealing with it now even in the beta for this game, I feel like it's going to stay this way. I mean, I guess it makes it so you have to use other weapons, but I feel like it's kind of stupid because for some guns, for example, in Modern Warfare 2, you'd have to use a gun, use another gun to get an attachment, and then use another gun sometimes just to get one single attachment for a gun or just get a gun. I think that's a little bit overkill in my opinion, but I guess it's just probably going to be the way it's going to be forever now. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to complain too much about it. I'm not going to dabble on that too much because there is just too much to unpack with all of that because it's been said so many times by so many different people. Now we're going to slide into the positives here. Oh, actually, I do have one more negative. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm not going to cut this up. This is straight raw commentary over this gameplay. I am just going to get moving with it and just stay where I'm at with that. One more con that I do have is the spawns. Now, as everyone knows, all 16, I think it's pretty sure it's 16 maps from original Modern Warfare 2 in 2009 are going to be launching with the launch of this game, which I'm excited for. I love those maps. There's a few stinkers in there, but, you know, we'll get over it as we go on. But these spawns are so bad on a lot of the maps. Rust, for example. Now, Rust is always going to be hectic, so I guess I can't make an argument from that map. But pretty much every single map, the spawns are just broken. You have people spawning behind you, people spawning right in front of you at times. It just feels very broken. I really hope they do tweak these spawns for these maps. I feel like once the spawns are perfectly set and have no problems, obviously there's going to be spawn trap spots on every map. That's just how it goes in Call of Duty with the spawns. Spawns are always going to be broken. But I really hope they do tweak the spawns good enough so it's not like you're constantly being killed or you're constantly, you know, have people spawn behind you. Like, people spawn in front of you. That's funny to me. But, you know, I hope there's a mix so people aren't complaining as much about that and we do have a very solid experience. Now, for the pros for this Call of Duty, so far, through both weekends of the beta, I have a good amount of them, so buckle up, get ready. Red dots are back. I think that's like one of the best things. We missed red dots last year. It's just something Infinity Ward, they're scared of having red dots on the map. whether it's by a perk or literally everything. There's just none, and I think that is bullshit. Call of Duty needs it. That's what made comp in that game so weird, is just not having the red dots available to you on the map to get more info. You have to rely on just straight comms, which sometimes can get pretty bad if you do play competitive. You understand what I'm talking about. But having red dots back is a big W in my book. W Sledgehammer, once again. That's how many times I say W Sledgehammer in this video. I feel like it's really going to ramp up here. Dead Silence is back as a perk. And speaking of the perks in this game, I like the way they're doing it. It's interesting. It's different. There's no straight up perks in the game. There are equipment, which I think is a pretty cool concept. I mean, you get the Covert Sneakers, which is Dead Silence. I love that. Everyone loves Dead Silence. It's great to have it back. Now, you do have other options that do give different pros as you're using them for boots and everything, but I feel like it's just going to be a different player type for every single one, which I do like that. There's always going to be something different on the map. Me, personally, I'm probably always going to run Dead Silence. That's how I am. Unless there's more on launch, one like Double Time or something. Maybe I'll run that, but for now, it's really just going to be the Covert Sneakers game. Now, I bet they're going to bring back Dead Silence Field Upgrade for those who want to run Double Time or something like Double Time or a different set of boots so you're not clunking around the map. So you still have that option to be silent when you need to be, or if you're trying to make a play on the map. But I honestly think we're going to be in a very good spot now that Dead Silence is back, Red Dot's back on the map. It is going to be absolutely perfect. Another pro, I kind of talked about it earlier, is the gunplay. The gunplay feels great. It's just how Call of Duty is now. It doesn't matter how bad some of the mechanics in the game are. As long as the gunplay is good, that's all I care about. Another positive is the maps. I know I say the spawns, are a problem with the maps, but the maps themselves feel very good. I love being able to fly on some of these maps and just slide cancel around, just be annoying as I can. I think it's a perfect mix between the gameplay and the maps. I see a lot of people talking about the maps really aren't meant for this type of movement, but I feel like it's just going to take a lot of getting used to, right? It's like trying a new food. You got to try it, and if you like it, you like it. You don't, you just got to deal with it, It's just really how it goes at the end of the day. Again, like I said, it is Call of Duty. It's going to happen. There's not much you can really change about it. Another pro, in my opinion, is this game is probably the best Call of Duty. I know it's not really a pro or a con, but I personally think it's going to be one of the best Call of Duties we've had in a long, long time. After the dark road we've been on for the past few years, I'm just really hoping that we get there. I guess I'll throw one more negative in here that I did have before my closing thoughts on the beta here. It's going to be a little bit shorter video, I think, than last year's, but there's just so much good and everything, and everyone's talked about it, so it's kind of hard to fill in. There's shit you haven't heard before. Anti-cheat. That's another big one that I really, 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 really hope gets better. Now, I personally hadn't played a hacker at all, or a cheater, in the beta. I've gotten lucky with that, but I have seen people on TikTok live streaming while cheating live. I have heard people saying they're playing cheaters. I've heard all this stuff, and I'm just really hoping the anti-cheat gets figured out, because that's one of the big things that killed my entire vibe with Modern Warfare 2 was the cheaters in ranked play, cheating for SR, just ruining my experience, ruining the game for everybody, and I think they just need to work on the anti-cheat just a little bit more to detect that stuff. I'm sure it will happen, but let's just hope that it happens before they completely ruin the game and a lot of people stop playing because of that. Why it hasn't happened yet, I don't know. Ricochet anti-cheat's supposed to be this big thing, but it hasn't done enough. I've seen more people get banned that aren't cheating and haven't cheated than actual cheaters, which is fucked up in my opinion. But hey, it's just how it's going to go. Cheaters are going to cheat. Hey, if you're a cheater and you watch this video, respectfully, you're a piece of shit. You're human garbage. But yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. This gameplay in the background. And kind of my thoughts on the beta and everything and where I think we're going. Like I said, I think we're in for a great, great, great year for Call of Duty if they can just keep up on the path that they are on right now. Anything could change by launch, but I'm really hoping that they keep on this upward trajectory and we are going to be in for a good year, guys. I'm pretty sure this game is going to be one of the best we've had in a long time and probably one of the best of all time. I could say that confidently just from what I've played and what I've experienced over time. Oh, one last little thing, buff snipers, please. For the love of God, just buff the snipers. Keep the shotguns where they're at. I don't care about anybody complaining about shotguns. Shotguns need to stay where they're at. They're not that good. I like that. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Much love to everybody who does watch my videos and everyone that has came to the streams for the beta and everything. It has been amazing. We're still going to be streaming almost every day. We're still going to be trying to upload way more TikToks, YouTube Shorts. Everything is still going to be flying out like hotcakes here soon. We are on the rise up, everybody. It's going to be my year. It's my year. You know, it's my year for content. MW3 is my fucking year. All right. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Comment what other kind of videos you guys would like to see me make. And, yeah, make sure you check out all the socials linked in the description. My Twitch, everything. Go drop a follow. Come hang out with me on stream. Come play with me. Anything you want to do. Yeah, it has been Zeus, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good night, guys. What am I saying? Have a good... Alright, guys. I'm sorry. I fucked that up again. I keep butchering it. Stay safe. I love every single one of you. Stay healthy. Have a great night, day, whenever you're watching this video. Alright. Have a good one, guys.